In this next part, what we're going to do is edit together another insert on top of the timeline that we currently have so that we can have some editing options, and we really like what we've got right now. Let's just say that we're going to keep exactly what it is, so we don't want to edit anything. So I'm going to actually lock that video timeline, and I can even lock the audio timelines so I know that nothing there is going to change, because we have some options here of what we can do, and I'm actually going to unlock this here because I'm going to show you what those options are, and it's basically showing you what the difference is between an insert and an overlay to begin with. So in the original scene, I have the actor, or actress as it might be here, saying her line.
Welcome to class.
But it's not very compelling to have the actress not have a close-up, right? We'd like to see what that person is saying. So we're going to do a close-up shot, and we happen to have one here. The close-up shot here saying the same thing.
Welcome to class. Everyone put your books away. We got a pop quiz today.
All right, so now the question is, do we need to have the entire line there, or could we cut some of it out? Probably could cut some of it out. But for right now, I'm going to keep the entire line, and I'm just going to give myself just a tiny bit more, and I'm going to look for where the same thing is happening in the other scene.
Welcome to class.
All right, so there's where she's saying it down there. Now, here are a couple different ways that you can edit this together. One way to edit this together is to actually do an insert or something like that. So I'm going to go down to the original and make sure I'm on the first layer here, and I'm actually going to insert this clip. If I insert the clip at this point, what will happen, hopefully, oh, it doesn't even want to let me insert. How about I do an overlay?
Isn't that because you don't have those tracks selected?
Maybe. Could be. You might be right. Ha! You're absolutely right. Look at that. I unselected them when I locked them, so you're very good point. So the insert, what it does is it actually inserts that into the space, but then I've got, you know, the two things on top of each other, and that's not really what I wanted. Now what I can do is an overlay, and the overlay will actually replace one with the other, and it just so happens that our timing was just about the same. Let's see what happens if it was not the same. And I just take this back just a little bit. Now when I do my insert, you'll see a little bit of the original shot is left there. The problem with this is that it's probably going to mess up our audio a little bit. So let's see what happened.
Welcome to class. Everyone put your books away. We got a pop quiz today. Did you pass those around?
So it's actually not too bad because we actually have her finishing that line in the other clip. But it's still maybe not the safest way, and I'm not really sure that I want to use this. So we can actually look at two-track editing. What I'm going to do this time is lock those tracks, select that, and select audio 2, video 2, and audio 2. And now I'm going to insert it at that point instead. And I can just drag it down, or I can click on the insert, and hopefully those will be on other layers, which, let me make sure that that is working. Heck, I'll just drag it down. I like the drag method because it seems to be the easiest to see that it's actually working. Alright, so take a look.
Welcome to class.
Okay, now the problem is that we have multiple audio tracks. And so what you can do is you can turn off the audio from one track so that you don't see it. Problem with that is that this audio is going with the other track.
Welcome to class.
And that obviously doesn't work. So one of the things that you'll find that you have to do is kind of get your rough edit done, and don't worry too much about your audio, and then afterwards you can go ahead and maybe fix things. Like right now, if I unlock this audio, the original audio here, oops, I said unlock, not hide it. Then what I can do is I can actually make an edit or a cut at that particular point, and I can take that audio out if I want to. So let's see what happens. Oh, I guess I need to turn on the other audio.
Welcome to class. Everyone put your books away. We got a pop quiz today. Did you pass those around?
And so we've cleaned up that edit just a little bit. So don't be too afraid when you're first doing your edits about using multiple tracks. I probably wouldn't go too crazy. I wouldn't have like 5 tracks going on because it's just too complicated. But a couple or 2 or 3 tracks for just trying out certain things. If you don't like the shot, you might go ahead and turn off the eyeball from that shot, and you'll have the original shot there to begin with. So that's a nice thing. It gives you options while you're editing to kind of see what one might look like versus the other. And then maybe when you are absolutely sure that that's what you want, then you'll go ahead and keep that edit. That makes sense? Cool. So the next thing we're going to go on and look at is the slip, slide, edit tools as well. The one tool that we looked at here that is different than the ones that than the normal ones we use, meaning just the black arrow, is that cut tool. And that cut tool, or the razor tool, is a really important tool to know because that allows you to cut whatever footage item that you want at a particular point. You just want to make sure that your timeline indicator is at the point that you want to cut at. So let's go on.